true because their tutoring program really helped me out throughout my college journey.
They have so many resources.
You have your advisor, you have all that tutoring.
It's free. Anyone can apply.
If you don't apply, you don't know what it has for you.
They've helped me so much just being here.
I mean, it's awesome. It's unlike anywhere I've ever really played before. When you're this close to the court, not a lot of college courts especially are like that. But no, I mean, it's awesome when you get to turn around after you hit a three and you're close enough to give the guys on the bench high fives, or turn around and look at your buddies in the stands and give them high fives. So it's a good feeling when you hit one right in front of either one of those.
Like, when I go in, I just want to do whatever I can to help us as a team.
The better that I work with everybody else, the more that you can see it on the scoreboard.
I mean, we all flow together, so whoever's hot, we just try to give them the ball. And we're a family, so, you know, if someone's hot, we give them the ball, and they're going to do their thing. And if they don't have it, the ball's always going to come back around. That's what you got to think. And we're all here to win, so, I mean, one prize, you know?
It's just about being a team player. My job is my energy off the bench and my aggressiveness on defense and offense, so I did with that today.
Goal headed away by the Knights. Isidoro Dominguez played outside. Atwood, shot, goal! That was not Atwood, it was 20-2. Sasha Bruno kissed that off the underside of the crossbar. And it's 2-0. A goal in the 6th minute. So 2 early goals for Central Maine. And Sasha Bruno has his first.
It's all about chemistry and gelling and playing together.
by such tremendous young women is just really warms my heart. I'm just very lucky to just be associated with them, and can't wait to see all the things that they accomplish over the next 5 or 10 years of their life, because when you come to CM, it's more than just showing up here and you're on the team and then you leave here and gone, and we're in this together for life, and that's something we take very seriously here. So I just look forward to watching them all grow and become stuff that they once thought they were never capable of being. I saw my family walk in, so I had to sprint over there. Yeah.
We are here with Natalie Tracy. Natalie was our player of the game, as you're seeing on the graphic that we're running on there. And Natalie, quite a start for you. 2 goals and assists. And what a great start offensively for the Mustangs yesterday.
Yeah, it was a pretty good start. We're really hoping to get some goals in the beginning of the game, and we were able to do that last night.
Well, Coach said he wanted to play more of an up-tempo type game, and you're certainly up-tempo. Came out through a 3-0 lead. Maine Maritime didn't go away, tied it back up at 3-3. Back and forth it went. And really, how was it to start the season against a team like Maine Maritime? They're a step up from what we normally see here in the YSCC.
It was really good for us. Coach always talks about how he likes to have us playing against harder teams, so playing teams like Maine Maritime. is really beneficial for us becoming better players.
And we've set up quite a rivalry with Thomas. We've played them the last few years. They're another NAC school, a good soccer program as well, back-to-back nights. How are the legs holding up with the ladies?
Well, we're a bit sore, but we're pushing through, taking care of ourselves. We're ready for tonight.
Well, it's one of those things that it happens during the season. Sometimes you have to play back-to-back games and, 3 games in 5 days. So it's good prep for you right out of the gate and get a little break for the weekend, get the legs back and get set to go. And certainly want to continued success to you and the ladies. And great start. Keep that up.
Thank you very much.
Anybody you want to say hi to at home?
My grandparents, Yaya and Pa, my mom, and Jake.
Yeah, you got quite a fan club online. We saw that after the last night's game. So, Natalie, continued success, and we'll be taking a look at Rob Kennedy and breaking this game down. Rob, it's going to be another great night for soccer.
Absolutely going to be another great night for soccer. The question is, how many goals tonight? We wouldn't have expected 10 goals last night. There's absolutely no doubt about that, but that's what we had. We'll see what happens tonight with the Thomas Terriers in town. My name is Rob Kennedy, along with Rob Munzing tonight. And I want to thank Natalie Tracy, who had 2 goals and an assist last year. Well, as you heard, she replicated that feat last night in a scintillating 5-5 draw with Maine Maritime. And Rob Munzing kind of gave you exactly what the rundown was in that game. Maine Maritime just wouldn't go away. 3 quick goals for Central Maine. The Mariners came back. Central Maine scored a couple more goals, and then Maine Maritime tied things up again as well. I mentioned Thomas accidentally. Well, let's do it on purpose. They're the opponent tonight, 2 games in 2 nights for the Central Maine Mustangs, and taking on Deb Bichet-Labby's Thomas Terriers, who were 4-6-4 last year. A very good team at home. They lost just once in 6 matches. The problem for them last year was the road, just 1-5-2. So they're playing their first scrimmage game tonight. They have a couple more coming up with St. Joe's at home on Sunday, and then a home game against CMCC on Monday before they open things up for real 1 week from Friday coming up. For Central Maine, 2 games in 2 days, and the first thing Coach Rob Rodriguez said to me, the girls are sore tonight. Well, I would think so after playing a hard 90 minutes against Maine Maritime. Interesting to see how the legs hold up for 90 minutes here today.
Well, it's probably the first time they really got to go 11 on 11 and able to run the whole field last night, Rob. They really came out flying, and I think the legs get a little weary there. They've done a lot of stretching here in the pregame. We've been here for a couple of hours getting set up, and certainly that's part of what you got to go through during preseason. You get the heavy legs, and you got to work through it, get that lactic acid out of there, and get yourself set to go. And as we said, sometimes that's what you have during the season. You're going to play these back-to-back nights, so that's certainly a consideration here, and back-to-back exhibition games. Cloud cover rolling in, but it should be a beautiful night here for soccer again from the athletic turf complex here in the beautiful campus of Central Maine Community College. We welcome all the fans of both teams here as well, and as I said to Natalie Tracy as we talked, Rob, this has turned into a nice little rivalry.
Yeah, it's good to play the Thomas Terriers. They got them in an exhibition game last year. It's a short drive for each way for each team. That was up in Waterville last year, playing down here, of course, in Auburn here tonight. I would expect this is going to be a contest that will continue year after year, given the competitive nature of the games these teams have had. I expect another close one here tonight.
Some really good rivalries have also been on the men's side, and not just soccer, but in hockey has really developed into a real rivalry in the club hockey league, as well as baseball. They've come down the last couple of years, and the Mustangs have done well against the Terriers in the games that we have covered here on Munzing Media. We welcome everybody in again tonight.
Starting goalkeepers tonight, I was looking to see who came out, as we'll probably see both goalkeepers for both teams. Emma Knowles will get the start again tonight, the sophomore from Manchester, Maine. She'll be between the sticks for Central Maine. 5 games last year, 3 starts. She played a half last night. It's Emily Island who will start for Thomas. She's also a sophomore, played her high school ball at Penobscot Valley up in Howland, Maine. Had 3 starts and 5 appearances last year, 34 saves on the season. Central Maine will start in possession. They'll attack the goal down to our left. They're wearing the home whites. Thomas wearing the road blacks tonight. They will go from left to right across your screen. Referees are set. Natalie Tracy, who we talked to, is going to get us started. She's standing over the ball. And once they get the signal to proceed, we will get going. Andrew Severinson's on our camera. Joe Nelson's handling the scoreboard. I think we're about ready to go. We are underway. That's Laurel Fribley, the California native. A rookie for this Thomas Terriers team. She'll pick it up and take the throw right away. Battle over on that far side, Abby Lerman from St. Agathe, Maine, Wisdom High School. Seal players from all across the state of Maine and elsewhere. Granite Staters from New Hampshire in both teams. Players from California, in fact. Here's Emma Burr. Burr's pass intercepted, Maddie Drew. Now Kate Bluen, who got a goal last night, trying to send Finn through, or Hink rather. Can Hink run on to this? She'll get there, but not before the keeper does.
Just a little too strong on that touch pass.
Emily Ireland's very aware, came right off her line. That breeze that we have blowing is at the back of the Mustangs here in the first half. Burr again. Gutierrez back to Burr. Burr's got some company there from Lexi Finn. And Burr got by her, and an opportunity now for the Terriers. That's played out for a corner, the first of the game, as Emily Dillman taking no chances.
May hear the breeze through our headsets a little bit. Want to give a shout out, Chelsea Watson. Just took a new position at Nokomis. Found that out last night. Good luck to you, Chelsea. Thanks for your help when you were down here, helping us out with our streaming setups and information.
It's a nice corner for Emily Wallingford. It's trouble. But ends up in Emma Knowles' arms. Player to watch in the vicinity, number 15, Amina Davis Macias. All-conference second-teamer in the North Atlantic Conference last year. Scored 8 goals on the season, and she was the target for Wallingford for sure on that corner. Emily Dillman. Foul called there on Gutierrez. Gutierrez, a sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada. Now Audrey Dillman set to take the kick for Central Maine. That'll come right over here.
Andrew Sevenson on the save at the camera. We brought our own power tonight. If you watched last night,
yeah.
The women's game was fine. Halfway through the men's game, the extension cords got wet and shut off. We had no power, so I brought my own camping battery tonight.
One game, no problem to keep us on the air the entire time.
Yeah, we'll be making some s'mores later, Rob. That'll be exciting.
I need a campfire for needed to cool down. It's still nice. The breeze is intermittent. Maya Edgecombe will get to throw it again right in front of Deb Bichet-Labby, the Thomas coach, in front of their bench.
Yeah, I want to thank Deb. Came right over, gave us a number change right out of the gate. Appreciate the help.
There's Davis Macias, just mentioned her. Don't give her opportunities. And the Mustangs don't, as she's surrounded by 4 different defenders. Now it's Gutierrez. Contact there from Emily Dillman. The no call results in a goal kick.
Dillman finished her check, Rob, to make a hockey reference. Can't wait for hockey season again this year. We'll have all the hockey games on. As we like to say, if it's on the field, in the rink, on the court, you'll see it here on Munzing Media.
Late November for the start of their season?
Actually, it's about mid-October.
Mid-October? It starts that early? Wow.
They start the club hockey season pretty early.
Same as the NCAA season.
Yep.
Now a chance now for the Mustangs. As they bring that up and force a save, Emily Ireland had to go down low to make that save. Shot taken from Maya Sorois. Davis Macias heads that ahead. That's Audrey Dillman. Sorois, the junior, couple of goals last year. Now it's Natalie Tracy. Tracy's slowed down. Amber Fortin, number 28. Out there on defense. Now it's Bluen. And she was stopped in her tracks. Samantha Fortin in a very nice tackle. So both Fortins out there on defense. Samantha, a grad student, Amber, a first year, both from Grey New Gloucester. Now ahead to Davis Macias. Davis Massey is trying to play that through ball. Gutierrez trying to run onto it. Emily Dillman had her shielded pretty well and drew the foul.
Dillman with some nice positional work there on that, Rob, as she held her position firmly.
Gutierrez still down.
And went down a little awkwardly. Lost her balance.
That's what it was with the contact. Just knocked off stride a little bit. Referee over to make sure she's okay. Haven't stopped the clock yet, though, which means she's probably going to pop right back up. But
yeah, I was just going to stop the clock because I thought I had missed the stoppage, but we're still ticking.
No, he didn't throw the X up, so might have to now, and he will. The thing about the Thomas Terriers is they received an award last year, the U.S. Coaches Platinum Team Ethics and Sportsmanship Award. No cards all last season, no yellows, no reds, nothing.
Amazing.
Only team in the nation that accomplished that feat, in fact. For all their games, the ref didn't show a card once. So Gutierrez will come off. And Alexa Wallingford.
God, as Anna Chadwick was the captain of last year's team. Anna's going to join me on Muncie Media to do color for high school soccer this year, Rob.
Oh, great. That's a great person
She did lacrosse with me in the spring. She's fantastic, former student of mine. Got to build up that next generation of broadcasters, Rob.
You certainly do.
I know you do a great job.
Having more women broadcasters is a great thing as well. Lewin's got this, keeping it in play. She's dispossessed. And a solid defensive play, that time Maya Edgecombe. Now chested ahead, here's a foot race. Played ahead and deflected. Audrey Dillman will get there before Davis Macias does. Madison Valentine. Maddie Turcotte now the captain for this Mustangs team. Had a little trouble over there. Quite a battle. She's taking on Abigail Lerman. And Lerman's won the throw. There's some physicality in this contest so far.
Got to speak to Maddie last night pregame, the captain. She's excited for the season, as are all these Mustangs.
Now a chance for Thomas. That's blocked, but another opportunity maybe for Alexandra Wallingford. And it's a corner to the second one for Thomas. Emily Wallingford's going to take this. Took a corner from the near side last time and set up a decent opportunity. Let's see what she can do from the left side. Up by the 18 this time. Madison Turcotte made easy work of that. Turcotte out into touch. Terriers regain possession. It's about 8 minutes gone here in this contest. And now Natalie Tracy's free. She's got Hank with her. Tracy with a shot deflected. Can Hank get the volley? It bounced away from her and she was well defended. Now Bluin, edge of the area. Taken down by Emma Burr. Centering feed cleared away by the Terriers. Here's an opportunity for Central Maine, though. Emily Dillman boots that ahead. Saroyce tried to play that through to Lake and Hank. Hank still might get this. Defended by Samantha Fortin. Lewin resets. Dillman gets by Burr. Lexi Finn. Finn trying to find some space. Alexandra Wallingford had stuck to her. Now it's Maya Edgecombe for Thomas. This will be a Terriers throw.
Fans are spilling in. Baseball team's done practice. They're here to cheer on their fellow athletes.
All these teams get plenty of support here in Auburn. Madison Drew back towards Saroyce. Tracy looking for room outside. Tracy with the breaks. Squared to Bluin into the area. Lewin wants the shot. Didn't get the velocity on that she would have liked, probably because Maya Edgecombe came over to defense. In the end, no problem for Emily Ireland, the Thomas keeper. Davis Macias, playing that through. Looking for Burr. And the Dillmans team up. Audrey to Emily here. Foul called on Davis Macias.
You can't.
Audrey Dillman will take the free kick for Central Maine. Audrey also a captain of this team. Lakin Hink in a foot race with Samantha Fortin. Wallingford, that's Alexandra Wallingford. Audrey Dillman looking for space out wide. Turcotte. One-on-one with Abby Lerman. And that's a Thomas throw.
21, you know what a squat rack is? That's a hitter.
Emma Burr. Burr's got some space on the left side. If she can get by, Emily Dillman was not able to do that. That is a Thomas throw. Alexandra Wallingford to the edge of the area wants a shot, and it's a decent one, but wide.
Boy, she had the right idea on that, had the angle. Just couldn't quite curl it back through, Rob.
She had space on that far side, going far post. But you're right, needed to bend it back. A decent opportunity for the Terriers. Not much for opportunities here in the first 12 minutes.
I'm not exactly sure what Thomas's preseason has been, if they've played yet.
This is their first game.
First game, so they might have a little fresher legs here tonight.
Here's Tracy. Tracy with the one to beats. Good work by Samantha Fortin to come back, and she was beaten originally, but stayed with the play. So now Ahumada with that play on the far side defensively.
I need some bodies to hit the floor. Come on.
Well, you can see why Tracy's such a threat.
It doesn't take her long to free up space for herself or her teammates, as we saw last night. 50-50 ball in the middle of the field, taken by Madison Drew. Davis Macias, though, difficult to get past, stole it. Burr showed too much to Emily Dillman. And Burr's right back to knock that out of play. It's a throw in now for the Mustangs.
Come on! Inside the yellow!
Audrey Dillman. Lewin settled that well. Royce over the top, looking for Lakin Hink. Lewin again. Lewin the edge of the area. Maybe a chance now for Sir Royce. Couldn't quite settle it.
That's got to be a high stick or something.
Knee down, maybe a chance here. Sir Royce. Too many Terriers and they'll clear. So roll out for a goal kick. Our first change of the game, Chloe Dean will come in, the sophomore from Farmington, who played at Mount Blue. She'll take Madison Valentine's spot. Kate Bluen also coming off. Didn't see the second sub come on. Ahumada absorbs some contact from Lexi Finn. Ahumada again. Great battle. Won this time by Emily Dillman. Hank scored a pair of goals last night against Maine Maritime. Played over the top. Soroyce might get there. Soroyce in on goal. And a tremendous save from Emily Ireland, who was just patient there. Realized she couldn't beat Soroyce to the ball, played the angle very well, and kept this game scoreless for now.
Yeah, read the play beautifully, came out.
Played across the frame of goal, and Edgecombe takes no chances.
Goalkeeping is such a anticipation position.
Yeah, trust your instincts in a situation like that. It's very easy, I think, for the keeper to come off their line and just make a blind charge for the ball. But in that situation, you do that, Soroyce is going to get there. And a couple of moves, will have an open goal to shoot at.
And we saw the first goal that the Mustangs got last night with indecisiveness by the keeper, and no indecisiveness there.
Shot from distance. Opportunity for Dillman. She took her chance. But it's a goal kick. Mary LaRochelle coming in from a Morse shipbuilder. She'll take up a Burrs spot.
Take it. Come on. You're drunk on a Thursday. Just a barely.
Alexandra Wallingford. Wallingford again. As Davis Macias going to goal. Emily Wallingford. Wallingford shifted back to the right foot. Long range shot, not a bad one. Palmed down by the keeper Knowles, and she picked it up before Abby Lerman could get a touch on it. Oh, Mata made a very nice play to trap that. Wallingford, Ahumada. Serena Ahumada just missed Davis Macias, but maybe a chance here, and it's a goal for Lerman. On her debut, the freshman from St. Agathe has the Terriers up 1-0.
She's over the blue line, buddy. Figure it out. Just camping the blue line.
And take a look at it right here, Rob.
Very well worked play. We'll see it again. And as usual, a pass will set things up, but Serena Ahumada will make this pass. It was a little too far and let go by Macias. And there's the goal scorer, Abby Lerman.
Sometimes the best laid plans go awry, but works out okay.
Here come the Terriers again. Mary LaRochelle just in the contest. Davis Macias. Back to LaRochelle on the 1-2. LaRochelle keeps that in play. Fed into the area. And it's a goal kick off Davis Macias. Knowles taking the goal kick. Ahumada helped organize the opening goal. Alexander Wallingford. Maya Edgecombe coming up from the fullback position. She'll retreat now. Maybe a chance to counter here. Depends on the speed of Tracy. We know what she can do. Tracy's behind the defense. Here's the shot near post, and she just put it wrong side into the side netting. But you see that quick strike ability that Central Maine has on the counter. And it was a situation when Wallingford came up. You saw the possibilities.
You'll occasionally see our camera flash as Andrew's adjusting the camera settings as the skies change here to bring you the best picture we can get out of our camera.
Wallingford right up that touch line. LaRochelle. La Rochelle's got Emily Dillman right there with her. Played into the area. Davis Macias, they don't want to let her turn. And they'll concede the corner. It's the third for the Terriers. A fairly even game possession-wise. Each team has had spurts of control when it comes to possession. Central Maine for a while. Thomas rebounder. Of course, they have the opening goal. Emily Wallingford down there to take the corner. Left-footed. That one easily cleared. Kate Lewin. Hink's calling for it. And they go right to Lake and Hink. Samantha Fortin came over. Played right up the middle. No way by Amber Fortin, but it's stolen. There's a shot. Tracy scores! Natalie Tracy again off the turnover, and this game is tied. It only takes a slight miscue. Any error is going to be punished if Tracy's around. We'll check out that replay right now. Just one little miscue, and there's Tracy to pounce. And she's got plenty of space to shoot at here, too. Decides to go top near post. A great left-footed shot.
Great job by Andrew on our camera here. Very well done, Andrew. That was nice.
And a great response by the Mustangs after conceding the first goal. Game on here in Auburn. Emily Dillman up to take the throw for Central Maine. Sir Royce. Fribley with the clear. Now Thomas looks to counter an attack. Lerman, who's got the goal for the Terriers. Fortin over there will clear that. Now it's Tracy again. Tracy scoring at a Samantha Bellardo pace here in the first couple of games.
That's just what I was thinking, Rob.
A foul called against Central Maine that time. A free kick for the Terriers. About halfway through this first half in minute 22. Amber Fortin is stepping up to take that. Number 28, a rookie from Great Gloucester. That's a town that's been in the news quite a bit lately, haven't they?
Oh, boy, what a run they had with that Little League team.
Great to see a team represent the state so well as they did.
Yeah, and their coaching staff was great. Every interview was fantastic, and congratulations to them.
Omada played ahead. Davis Macias. Davis Macias still with it. Still continuing that run. Finally slowed down, but she's still got it in the area. And there's the shot. And a tough save, but Knowles made it.
Well, she's got a magnet on her foot, doesn't she, Rob? You just can't knock her off the ball.
See why Amina Davis Macias was all-conference in the North Atlantic Conference last year. 8 goals led this Terriers team. And she has looked dangerous every time she's touched the ball, especially that close to the goal.
Yeah, and they're marking them up well, but, I mean, she just manages to weave through traffic and keep the ball on her foot.
Yeah, 2 defenders there, and she was able to find a way around both for a fairly dangerous shot. Humada playing that back toward Davis Macias. That's a little too far for La Rochelle, probably. And it was a goal kick. Georgie Clark in now, the sophomore from Leicester, Mass, number 6. She'll head to the fullback position and take out Laurel Fribley.
Where's she from in Massachusetts, Rob?
Leicester.
Wow. I have no idea where Leicester is.
Near Worcester, actually.
Is it? Yep. Okay.
Worcester, Charlton, Leicester, all in the same spot. Somebody
Gotcha.
Took a look at an England map and decided to name the towns the same way.
I'm an Eastern Mass guy. We don't recognize anything outside of 128.
It's not Middlesex County. It doesn't exist.
Essex and Middlesex, yeah. I'm a North Shore guy. Although they've taught me to speak Maine now, so I'm all right. I've been up here for about 50 years now. Leaving Danvers in 71 and never went back.
Same story as my mom. Came to University of Maine in 65, I believe it was, out of Melrose, and been in the Pine Tree State ever since. Funny how that works. Amina Davis-Massey is there. Again, that time defended well by Madison Drew. Got a midfield battle all of a sudden. Drew tops that high. Davis-Massey again. Headed toward La Rochelle. There, La Rochelle pops it high. La Rochelle have it again. Tried to play that outside. She did have Alexander Wallingford making a run, but couldn't get it to her. Maya Edgecombe. And they run this down, not quite. It's a throw for Central Maine.
Yeah, nice try, just about 2 feet late. That way! 2-4 on side! Which way? That way! Which way? That way! Which way? That way! It's not the right way, Black, for you!
Emily Dillman looking for options.
May hear some of the good spirit and cheering the baseball team's doing here.
Yeah, I love atmosphere at a game, especially a friendly. Tracy looking for another. 3 goals already in 3 halves of soccer. Hank shoots. Ireland reached up to claim it. Chloe Dean had it for a moment, lost it. Ahumada for Thomas. Alexa Wallingford. Mary La Rochelle now into the area. Squared, cleared. It looks like this will be a corner. Might not have quite made the corner flag, might just be a throw.
Yeah, La Rochelle opting to go for the pass as she tried to cross it. She might have had an opportunity for a shot.
Someone there at the 18 thought she might take the opportunity. Just a throw in now for Edgecombe.
Well, that's one of the values of having the game that coaches can go back and review and, tell the players, you had this option, you had that option.
Now 2-on-2 in the front half. A foul called against Central Maine. That was Amber Ford who went down, made the defensive play.
Mustangs ladies looked at last night's game here today. Of course, classes haven't started. They have a little more time and got some value out of that, says Coach Rodriguez. Coaches never stop. I got home last night and I had an email from Coach. I got home about, 11:15 or something out of here. There was a note from Coach. Hey, Rob, can you send me the download link for the game so I can review it? I love it.
We're up till 2 in the morning taking a look at the game.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Race over there between Abby Lerman. Maddie Turcotte defending for Central Maine. Lerman keeps the ball in play. Right by the edge of the area. Kate Lewin picks it up now for the Mustangs.
Coaches are among my favorite people. Coaches and broadcasters, Rob.
That'll get out into touch. And a throw in for Thomas.
Old
coaches and broadcasters.
Old coaches never die. They just become broadcasters like me, huh?
That's kind of how it works.
Look at Hubie Brown at 90 years old, Rob. Just signed a new contract to do NBA basketball. What a legend he is. Wow. I don't think you and I would be doing this at 90.
At 90? Probably not. I want to do this a while, but I think 90 is being very optimistic. Hubie still calls a game.
Yeah, fantastic. I'll be on intravenous coffee drips by 90.
Davis Macias into the area. Ooh, knocked down. And cleared. Lewin. Trying to play through again. 2 defenders there, both Fortons, Amber and Samantha. No way through for the Mustangs. Natalie Tracy will try. A little space over in that right side now. They'll let Tracy run on. Emily Wallingford's keeping an eye there. Now it's Lexi Finn.
I think Tracy could go through the eye of a needle, Rob. Really, she is.
that way.
Boy, she really. You don't think there's any room there. Next thing you know, she's flown through a space.
Nana and Tim Barima coming in now, the sophomore, number 8. Sarah Labby, the freshman from Biddeford. She's number 13. She enters the game for the first time. Abby Lerman opened the scoring at the 18th minute for Thomas, and Natalie Tracy equalized just 2 minutes later for Central Maine. 1-1, as you see in your scoreboard here in Auburn. Chloe Dean. Lerman pushes that away. Ahumada. Playing that toward Mary LaRochelle. LaRochelle got by Dillman, who's shaken up. LaRochelle has some room now. Played into the area. Davis Macias drew a crowd, and it's cleared away. Emily Dillman came up a little slow, but she's back. And hustling now again, just stung by the contact with Ahumada.
Yeah, grimacing a little bit as she came by us. She's got her hand up.
She wants a sub, I think.
She wants a sub.
Lake and Hink. Hink tangled up with Ahumada, who's been everywhere recently. Played ahead to Saroyce. Saroyce across the frame of goal. Samantha Fortin with the play, and it's cleared. Emily Wallingford. There is some room over there on that left flank. Davis Macias now looking to get around Madison Drew. Davis Macias, the shot, played perfectly on the angle by the keeper, Emma Knowles. 31st minute here in Auburn. Got an injury. Chloe Dean just got up, and she's making her way over. Looks like she also wants a substitute. Onyx Amello will check in, the Brunswick native for Thomas, and Jillian Pelletier, the rookie from Leeds and Leavitt High School.
As I said, we welcome in our new fans here to Mustang Sports this year, and want to let you know as you're watching out there, if something goes haywire with our broadcast, we don't pull up with an ESPN crew here. There's three of us working. Rob's doing play-by-play. I'm doing production. Cully, Andrew on the camera. So if something goes wrong, sound goes out, whatever, just make a comment on the Facebook. I always monitor the Facebook feed of CM Athletics. Just put lost sound or something, and I'll take a peek at that every now and again. If something's wrong, a lot of times you folks catch it and we can correct it because we may not know what's going on. So there's my little public service announcement.
Madison Valentine in. Chloe Dean was shaken up, and Emily Dillman, who wanted that sub, gets one. Alexia Shalou. She's in now. Number 24 for Central Maine.
The Dillmans do such a great job on that back line. It's like they can read each other's mind. They really cover that area well.
Here's the captain, Turcotte. Turcotte trying to go wide, and Onyx Amello, who's stuck right with her. And it's a throw in now for Thomas. A free kick coming up for Central Maine this time.
So we have a men's game tomorrow night. That's iffy with the weather. Not that they won't play, but that we can't do it out in the elements here. We have no press box coverage here.
Let's see Finn back in.
Good song! Hey, clap it up for Nancy, boys!
Finn on, and Natalie Tracy gets a rest. Very well-deserved rest after the last three halves of soccer last night and so far today. It's a great hand from the crowd when she came off. Turcotte. Amello really giving her a hard time over there for Thomas.
We're going to need lights on for second half, Rob.
Yeah, you might. Onyx Amello makes the claim. Here she comes. Played back toward Alexander Wallingford. A run from Ahumada. Ahumada, the distant shot. No problem in the end for Knowles. Timeout called by the official. Georgie Clark, who just came on a little bit ago, coming off. So she's off, and a sub right back on. Laurel Fribley, who she replaced moments ago. Fribley will come right back in.
Short rest. Hope she's a quick water drinker.
Didn't see what happened to Clark.
No.
Might be a contact lens. It's the way she was holding her hand. I actually might be holding a contact. Just a guess. He's being taken care of by the trainer right now. Headed back. Some space for Edgecombe, but she's got company now. Lake and Hank not giving her any chance to breathe. Hank, the transfer from University of Southern Maine, the former Husky. Levy on the throw. Here's the first corner of the game for Central Maine. It's Audrey Dillman up to take the corner.
Well, mid-game, pick me up. You need a Lumpy? What do you need? What do you need? You need a 20? You need a beer? Hey, what's your price? Hey, you got
Into the area, cleared. Right back to Audrey Dillman. Tough hop on Dillman. That'll allow the Terriers to boot it away. As far as Madison Valentine. Labby. Middle to Lexi Finn. A goal kick now for the Terriers. Both teams a little disjointed in the final third here, the last little bit. So they're trying to put the passes together that work a scoring chance. Might be part of the defense, though, too. Ahumada in a little trouble. Good poise to play that out wide. Maya Edgecombe blasts it downfield. Mary LaRochelle wanted Davis Macias, and Davis Macias will get this. Great recovery by Madison Drew, forcing Davis Macias wide. Amina Davis Macias still with it. LaRochelle onside. And a distant shot, no problem at all for Knowles. 35 minutes gone, 10 remaining here in the first half. Abby Lerman opening the scoring in the 18th minute for Thomas. Natalie Tracy equalizing 2 minutes later for Central Maine. Here's Hank with speed down the left wing side. Back to Hank again. And Timberima forced back. Nana was dispossessed. Ahumada. Her pass intercepted. Madison Drew. Wallingford tried to go through the legs and nutmeg Valentine, who had none of that. Played into space. Madison Drew was there, keeping Davis Macias back. Shouldered away, now it's LaRochelle. Amello missed on the header. That gives Turcotte a little bit of time, but here's Amello to recover. A throw in now for the Terriers. 36 minutes gone. And Taylor Krawiecki into the contest. Granite Stater from Amherst, New Hampshire. Krawiecki will take Ahumada's spot. Onyx Amello. First touch a little too heavy, showed too much to Shalou. Played it back downfield. Lexi Finn's direction. Finn into space, trying to find Maya Soroyce. Fribley just came back in, dispossessed by Soroyce. Into the area toward Hank. Hank with a shot. Save made. Very brave goaltending by Emily Ireland, who made the second save as well. She's got great instincts back there. That time did come off the line and just won the race. Got there in front of Lake and Hink, who had a brace last night with a couple of goals. Turcotte, her pass knocked down. Alexander Wallingford. Emily Wallingford.
Yeah, let's get the other attendee in there.
Emily's got some space. Davis Massey is trying the header. Just glanced that a little bit. Picked up by Emma Knowles. So Royce using the Jets again down that right wing side.
Boy, that ball took a turf bounce.
It did. She caught up to it. Well defended over there, though. It was Jillian Pelletier defending.
Again, if you're watching a game here from the Turf Complex for the first time, those nets across the way. Don't get confused.
Nikki Salvadori in the game now for the first time. The sophomore transfer from Southern Wesleyan University down in the Carolinas. From a Messalonski Eagle. And Shalou replaced. Salvadori got a quick first touch. Amello's got space now to bring it up. Davis Macias. Strong run now by Lexi Wallingford. Trying to play that through. It bounced high and almost did come through to La Rochelle. She did end up with it, but had to slow down for it. Deflected by Valentine, who just got a little bit of a touch to slow it down.
That's not a good pass. I wouldn't do
Knowles
that.
calls off the defense and picks that up.
Coach, I thought take out the field. That's high school shit. It's not too early to retire. Hey, back to the middle school.
Well, 10 goals last night, and goals at a premium here in this contest, Rob, so far.
Sarah Labby. Just the 2 goals so far.
Well, what we expect to see.
Yeah, that was 10 goals is quite a bit for any match. Hank, they gave her some space. They might regret this as she plays it through. The shot and a goal. Maya Royce scored last night. She's got one tonight as well. Too much space for Lake and Hink, who set up a goal last night and has an assist here tonight as well.
Yeah, and it's going to be Hink's setup. That's going to be the key to this one, Rob. You can see Hink going to work right here.
It's backed off for far too much. Look at the space she had. And Royce just tucked it in inside that far post.
Hey, I don't see a attendee warming up. We're doing one, Phil.
So the Mustangs lead for the first time tonight. When Thomas got the lead, it didn't take very long for Central Maine to equalize. Let's see if the Terriers do the same thing.
Sit down! Wait room! Oh, she's big!
It's a throw in now for Central Maine.
Yeah, coach has got a new attendee. Coach, get the stats out of that. Stand up.
Valentine on the throw.
Big 2-4 needs a song.
Out to pass the 40th minute. Labby. Her pass intercepted. And Tim Barima forcing the play back. Emma Burr couldn't get by. Emily Wallingford. Stabbed down Lexi Wallingford. Met by Madison Eastman. Davis Macias free in the area. Look out. But the shot right at the keeper. And Knowles makes the save.
Stay with us at halftime. See some of the great programs offered here at Central Maine Community College, as well as recap of the first half scoring. We've got all 3 goals to show you. Well, we have a fourth to show you. We'll have to see in the final 4 minutes.
41 minutes gone now as Onyx Amello, the junior, some space over by that far touchline. Played it across the 18. Davis Macias was broken up. Audrey Dillman made the play. So Royce taken down. Fribley with a tackle. Emily Wallingford. Amello. Turcotte there watching. Salvadori came back to play defense. That forces the Terriers out wide. Nikki Salvadori and Amello battling over there on that far touchline. Amello still in possession. Emily Wallingford. Wallingford skipping by the defense of Turcotte. Shot blocked. Eastman knocked it down.
I don't even know why you're doing in the game, buddy.
Hank.
He plays at 7.
Hank going touchline. Valentine. Hank just ran out of space. Emma Burr back in the contest. Sure to place Lexi Wallingford. Valentine shielded that away. It's a throw-in now for Thomas. 2.5 to go in this first half. Just in the contest, Emma Burr. Burr leaving that for La Rochelle. La Rochelle into the area. Too close to the keeper, though. Knowles down to smother it. There was something developing inside the area, but the pass just a little too close to Emma Knowles.
Hey, when do you guys want us to play at 3rd string?
Karwiecki need that ahead, excuse me. Davis Macias punched that high. It bounced up and almost caught the hand of Audrey Dillman. Valentine trying to shield that. It's trouble. Loose in the area and pounded over the bar. Oh, so close. A chance there for Onyx Amello. She had to go down and play that on the volley and just couldn't keep it under the bar.
Yeah, great chance right there to tie this one up. Probably send the match to tie at halftime had that one gone in, but
she had to lunge for a bouncing ball, and that's why it's hard to control. Just popped it over the crossbar. Central Maine goes off unpunished there as they were real wasteful inside that defensive area. Just in the contest, Emma Burr's rolling shot. Knowles with another save. Lake and Hink.
That wasn't even enough. I don't know why I told you that wasn't enough.
Krawiecki. Good ball for La Rochelle. La Rochelle into the area again. That's centered. Shot just wide. Emma Burr with the left foot. Might be the last shot of the first half. Just 19 seconds to go.
La Rochelle for the Terriers has had some nice setups down that right side. Saw an example of it there.
Knowles. 5 seconds puts it in play. That'll be about it. So 45 minutes in the books here in Auburn. Thomas got the lead in the 18th minute, courtesy of an Abby Lerman goal. But the last two, Central Maine tying it 2 minutes later on Natalie Tracy's tally and Maya Soroyce in the 40th minute, putting the Mustangs up 2-1 here at halftime. We'll take a break. Back in a moment on Munsing Media.
Have you heard about free college?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free. Recent high school graduates from the classes of 2020, 21, 22, and 23 can attend CMCC for free. The free college scholarship pays 2 years of tuition and mandatory fees. No income or age limits. What are you waiting for? It's free.
Leaving CM with no debt is going to set me up for my future.
Visit cmcc.edu/free for details.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
When I walked through these doors, I was just blown away.
This is insane. It just caught my attention immediately.
This is the first place that I've seen like this decked out. It's pretty sweet.
This is a grand opening for our esports arena. We're talking 1,600 square feet of pure technology.
Like, I'm shaking being here. It's so cool.
There's nothing like it in Maine. We're ahead of the curve here.
It's definitely a big market, something you can make a living on.
I've always had an interest in esports.
We're treating it like an extension of our athletic program. And then in addition to that, we're starting an esports management degree program.
It's just a different community for me to be a part of.
It really just helps me just be myself. It's just really fun.
This will bring students together. That's what's happening, and that's what esports is.
To me, it's beautiful, and I want to live here.
Forensics has grown so much, and it's very beneficial to the criminal justice system. I was always one of those kids that watched forensic files. That was something I loved. Just a science person all around, I always have been. The instructors are some of the top forensic experts in Maine. They really know what they're talking about. They've been there, done that. CMCC is very lucky to have people like this. I'm an Intro to Criminal Justice and Criminal Law Report Writing. It's a lot of the baseline of things I have to be knowledgeable about. I want to do crime scene photography. The forensic science program is preparing me to start thinking like what's important here, what do I need to look for like right off the bat. You never know what you're going to find.
Helping people is kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary downs in the heart.
The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting.
Deep breath.
CMCC is the best place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
You have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the countries. This kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
Checking out the hill here at Central Maine Community College. We've reached the half of this women's game against Thomas. Rob Kennedy with Rob Munzing, a 2-1 lead for the Mustangs. Here at halftime, an even tilt and just decided by a late Smaya Soroyce goal in that first half. It was Thomas, though, who got on top. We'll show you all the goals, starting with Abby Lerman's. That was the first one. And the pass that made this from Serena Ahumada wasn't looking for Lerman necessarily. It looked like it was going to be for Davis Macias. Got through to Lerman. A perfect position for her. And that left-footed shot from close range. Snuck that by the post. Nothing that Emma Knowles could do, 1-0. But that lead did not last long at all. Central Maine bouncing back. We kind of saw that last night, too, for Maine Maritime. Central Maine doing the same thing today. And Natalie Tracy, who was so good last night, we talked to her before the game. Well, she's on the score sheet again. And once again, it's just that pure speed she possesses. You make a mistake on the ball, as the defender did here, and Tracy just pounces. An unassisted goal on that left foot, so strong. Watch her just pick it upstairs over Emily Ireland's outstretched hands. And a tie game at the 20th minute, 1-1. That's why we stayed for 20 more minutes. Maya Soroyce will untie things just before halftime in minute number 40. Soroyce had a goal last night, and we'll see hers tonight as well. And again, this team's got some offensive speed. Lakin Hink's going to make this with a pass. Just kind of giving up the ball and finding Soroyce, and Soroyce inside the far post. Ireland made the attempt but couldn't catch up to it, 2-1. Each team had spells where they controlled possession, but really an even first half, I would say, overall. That one late goal, the deciding factor after 45. So that's where we are so far. We'll take a break and come back for the second half here at Auburn Coming up right after this, 2-1 Central Maine over Thomas and women's soccer on Munsing Media.
As always, catch the front of the net. All those little things to make you what you are. 1, 2, 3, 0. Okay, let's go. 1, 2.
Yeah, we're strong on family here. Like, I look at all my teammates as my brothers, and that's how we carry ourselves on and off the court.
You heard about free college?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free. Recent high school graduates from the classes of 2020, 21, 22, and 23 can attend CMCC for free. The free college scholarship pays 2 years of tuition and mandatory fees. No income or age limits. What are you waiting for? It's free.
Leaving CM with no debt is going to set me up for my future.
Visit cmcc.edu/free for details.
So we'll save that for between innings.
One out here. That pitch driven to left, and that one's going to be a track meet as the left fielder Wilcox will track that one down. Ducharme scores. McWhinney scores. Hooker rounds third, and he will score. That'll go in as a 3-run homer for Keith Hooker, and the Mustangs take a 5-0 lead.
Have to find somewhere that you feel comfortable.
Having positive relationships and having people that you can connect with.
That's a big reason why I decided to come. They're going to treat you as family.
I didn't want to just be like lost in the crowd someplace. I wanted to make connections with people.
There's so many reasons why I chose CMCC.
Everybody here has your best interest at heart.
CM is such a close-knit college that they actually do care about you being successful.
When I went from high school to college, I was extremely nervous. Once I got here and realized what it was like, it's a lot of fun.
From the moment I started correspondence with CMCC, they were just always checking up on me. It clearly lined out for me what I needed to do to get here.
The college is really committed to making sure to stay on top of the latest technology.
The instructors here, they're so passionate about what they do.
There's a great student-teacher ratio. I wasn't just a number in the crowd.
They work really well on a one-on-one basis with the students to make sure you understand the material.
I didn't want to go into debt when I went to college.
I've saved thousands of dollars.
Campus is great.
Everything's right here, so it's easy.
I mean, it's a small campus, so they always have activities for us to do.
I've never been part of a team like this before.
You just come together on and off the court. That's what really pushes CM over the top of everybody else.
Anybody that steps foot on this campus won't want to go anywhere else.
It's a great place to go to get your start and to determine where you'd like to go in the future.
I can easily transfer credits to any college of my choice. If you have a good foundation like Central Maine Community College gives you, you can really go anywhere with it.
My whole experience here has just been building up my confidence.
For me, this is my place. This is my home.
It's one of the greatest decisions I ever made.
When I walked through these doors, I was just blown away.
This is insane. It just caught my attention immediately.
This is the first place that I've seen like this decked out. It's pretty sweet.
This is a grand opening for our esports arena. We're talking 1,600 square feet of pure technology.
Like, I'm shaking being here. It's so cool.
There's nothing like it in Maine. We're ahead of the curve here.
It's definitely a big market, something you can make a living on.
I've always had an interest in these sports.
We're treating it like an extension of our athletic program. And then in addition to that, we're starting an esports management degree program.
It's just a different community for me to be a part of.
It really just helps me just be myself. It's just really fun.
This will bring students together. That's what's happening, and that's what esports is.
To me, it's beautiful, and I want to live here.
Back for the second half, we'll have a goaltending change for Central Maine. Both teams, in fact. Ava Simpson, who played the second half against Maine Maritime last night, back in between the sticks for Central Maine. And Emily Rock making her debut the first year from Bridgeton, Maine. She'll be playing goal for the Terriers in the second half, replacing Emily Ireland. Thomas in possession, starting off in the second half. They'll attack the goal to our left, from right to left. We're in the Road Blacks, Central Maine, and the Home Whites, attacking from left to right, and we are underway.
Yeah, we're kind of in that tweener time, light-wise.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Before the lights take over, and it really pops under these LED lights. They're beautiful lights here.
Onyx and Mello. Mello into the area. Good ball and an opportunity perhaps here as it fell for Ahumada, but Madison Valentine was there to play that out for a corner, so an early corner here in the second half for Thomas, the fourth one of the game for the Terriers.
See our friend Michael Martineau watching from Lynxland, NHTI. Hello, right. Michael. Coach Morong watching. Hello, Coach.
Here's the corner. Ahumada delivers into the area. They'll play it right back to her from Lerman. Decent ball across the frame of goal. And Turcotte's not wasting any time clearing out toward the touchline on the near side. Good early flurry here for Thomas, starting things off. Sign of intent from the Terriers to try to get this game back level. Lexi Wallingford. Wallingford for the Terriers. And Timberima trailing her. Ahumada again set up the lone Terriers goal. Open the scoring back in the 18th minute. Going off a Mello. Ahumada's shot. Ooh, just wide of the post.
Quick release.
Scratch, that wasn't Ahumada, it was Davis Macias. Ahumada was in the vicinity. It was Davis Macias who it fell to in that quick left foot. And the Mustangs have done a good job keeping her somewhat quiet today, but she has had chances. Thomas in possession again. Heavy first touch. It'll be played back. Mello knocks that down by the goal line. Another corner now for Thomas. Two quick ones to open up the second half.
They've had the advantage in corners. I think the Mustangs have had only one corner in the game.
5-1 with this one, yeah. Ahumada will take this.
You know, once we get into the regular season, we'll be full bore with live stats. You can follow those along at home as well as the game call and the video.
Ahumada again. That was toward Lerman. A high bounce. Davis Macias tried to play that square, no one home in black. Lake and Hink. Kate Lewin. She's got a good set of speed down that line, but she was played very nicely. Coming over was Wallingford, Lexi Wallingford. Now it's Natalie Tracy back in the game. Tracy taken down, bodies flying down. There was Wallingford again who made the tackle.
Yeah.
Shot from different distance. Finn back to Hink. Hink will take the shot. And first save for Emily Rock. Rock, good delivery.
Boy, that was a heck of an arm.
Nice throw down to Abigail Lerman. Lerman had that knocked down by Intimbarima. Georgie Clark back in. She was injured late in the first half. Good to see her back in the game. Davis Macia. Now it's Krawiecki. Taylor Krawiecki. Wanted to find Onyx and Mello. Mello had that knocked away. Madison Valentine over there. Mello got by her into the area. Cleared away. That was bound for Davis Macias again. Don't want to give her that opportunity inside the area, that's for sure. A throw in now for Lake and Hank in the Mustangs. Hank won't take that, though. She was the one to throw.
So high school girls soccer will be our first game of the high school season for us. That's on August 31st. Want to thank Central Maine Community College, one of our anchor sponsors for all that Munson Media does with high school sports and college sports. They really help us bring you a lot of games. We'll do close to 200 games again this school year between the colleges that we cover and, of course, the high schools.
I think the winter is the busiest season, wouldn't it be? Hockey, basketball here, high school hoops,
It is.
high school
It is.
hockey.
Yeah, but the college break is a point that I can squeeze in a lot of high school basketball games. The busiest month for me, Rob, is right now, coming up in September. Crazy. We're going to have 46 games between last night and the end of September between the college here and UMA and high school.
Natalie Tracy. That'll be a busy man. Tracy using that speed. Nice move to get by Wallingford, who's in hot pursuit. Tracy right across the face of goal. An opportunity perhaps. It bounced for Lexi Finn. She couldn't settle it.
Well, Natalie just showing her outstanding speed and foot skills on that rush up the right side. You saw it.
That's a decent ball ahead to Emma Burr. Burr going across goal. Out comes Simpson. And she'll cover it up.
Talk about end-to-end action, Rob. Lights are kicking in. Picture's improving. We have that little stretch of time there and dust.
Won't be a problem for much longer.
No.
We pitch black at 6 o'clock. Not that I want to think about that yet.
Well, that means one of us has gone back to teaching,
right.
Rob, and one of us is staying retired.
I was in my classroom today, in fact. Burr continues her run into the area. Burr still with it. And a goal kick. Burr just didn't have much of an angle there, but is trying to drive that home past Simpson. And eventually ran out of space.
Want to let our new fans know to Mustang streaming that you can go to the your big screen TV if you have a streaming device, an Apple TV, Roku, Fire device, and download the Boxcast app. Search for Munson Media, and you can watch us right on your big screen, and it's beautiful. 1080p, really looks great on a big TV.
Now a chance again for Thomas. They've been pushing the issue a bit. That shot just over the bar from Lerman, looking for her second goal.
Boy, great opportunity. Turned it to the left side, just drilled it, elevated up and over the crossbar.
Freshman from St. Agat got a goal in her debut in the 18th minute, looking for a second one. She's got it again. And bounces in the area. And it ends up in.
Wow.
Emma Burr put that toward the goal. It just kind of had eyes. The seeing eye shot ends up in. And it bounced through. Simpson couldn't catch it. And it's tied up.
That had eyes.
It certainly did.
We'll take a look and see how that happened.
Guys, I'm going to need you guys to be back behind this
So let's see this again. So bounce through to Burr. There's Burr with it here. That left foot, and yeah, it looked like it took a deflection, and no, you couldn't have placed that any better. There was one place Emma Burr could have scored, and it was right there. Ava Simpson had everything else covered. Just snuck by just inside the post. So Burr, a goal on her debut as well. The freshman from Pittsfield, Maine, MCI product.
Again, the benefit of replay, because you really couldn't see on the initial goal-scoring opportunity there how it got in. And Andrew did a good job with the camera work. You get to see it at home. Probably a lot of you folks at home went, how'd that get in?
It looked to me like it was going to go wide when it went through, or maybe be saved, but just again, the perfect placement. Burr, I think, was just trying to put that on goal. Of course, that rule, put something on frame, good things happen. So 2 first years scoring for the Terriers. That's going to make Coach Deb Bichet-Labby happy. of the contribution from the young players. So game on here in the second half here in Auburn.
Yeah, well, Tom Brady's not out there. Come on now. Hey, Lions are having fun, right? Hey, let's put our eyes on the game, not the ball. Maybe watch
Central Maine throw. Looking for Tracy. Trowiecki didn't realize that Cape Lewin was advancing. Davis Macias always draws the defense when she has the ball. Lakin Hink came over. Great tussle with Davis Macias, who's down. Got tangled up with Hink. May have caught a foot in the ankle. That's not someone the Terriers would like to take off, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Lexi Wallingford.
I'm watching her come back up, and she's...
looks like she's shaking it off.
She's got a little limp. Hope she's okay.
Lerman. Oh, excuse me, that was Georgie Clark. Amello.
D up now. Just like that.
Amello dispossessed. And taken back in turn. Well defended by Ahumada. So roll toward the goal line, and Amello gave it a pretty good attempt to run that down, but couldn't catch up to it.
Well, we've been keeping an eye on the weather for tomorrow night. As I've said several times, if you've been watching, out in the elements here is not a good thing for all this electronic equipment. So we've already talked to Dave Gagne, and he says, if there's any chance of rain or whatever, we won't stream where it's an exhibition game. They may play it. They'll see and decide on that. But it's likely we won't be able to bring you the game tomorrow night.
The forecast is not looking promising, no.
Yeah, over 90% chance of rain all day.
Yep. Valentine runs that down by the touchline, and Amello watching her. And Amello wins the throw for the Terriers.
That is not a foul.
An opportunity here. Results in a corner. And once again, it was won by Amina Davis Macias. Sixth corner of the evening for the Terriers. And once again, it'll be Ahumada taking the corner. Right footage, will try to swing that out away from goal. And that's what she's done. Headed high by Audrey Dillman. And it's loose in the area, though. This is dangerous. And a player down.
So if you have a question on how to get this on your big screen TV, I went through that rather quickly. Feel free to drop me a message on Facebook, on Munzing Media on Facebook.
Sub in the game now. Amber Fortin is back in. She'll take out Taylor Krowiecki.
Be happy to walk anybody through that process so that you can use your streaming device.
Now, player was down in the area. The referee stopped the clock. So a foul, I think, was called. I think it was going against Thomas and a free kick, but let's see what's...
Let me get a kick.
No, there'll be a drop ball here.
No stripes, it's a handball.
And Thomas just kicks that away. So back to open play. Vanessa Royce. Mello giving pressure, forcing the turnover. Thomas has it back. The Terriers have been much better in possession here in the second half. They've really owned the first 13 minutes, and resulting in the equalizing goal. Now the Mustangs looking to counter.
Well, we talked about the fatigue factor, Rob.
That's right.
Kids playing last night in the 5-5 game, and that was a back-and-forth full field game.
Great stab out of the air by Lexi Wallingford, starting the counter here for Thomas. Abby Lerman. Davis Macias calling for it. She's got it here. Davis Macias across the frame of goal, and the header just missed. Onyx Amello. She was close. Still dangerous, though, Emma Burr. Now back to Amber Fortin, the shot. That was straight at the keeper. This is much better from the Terriers, though, here in the second half.
They're pressing the offensive issue, and the Mustangs have find themselves a little flat-footed back on defense, Rob.
They have been. Georgie Clark. Clark stopped in her tracks by the first-year Madison Valentine, number 19 in white for Central Maine. Lerman, who's got a goal, takes the throw. Amello defers to Emma Burr. A header from Davis Macias is wide. A goal kick the result. .68 degrees here in Auburn. Wind's died down a bit. Not much to speak of at all right now. Audrey Dillman takes that goal kick. Wanted to find the captain, Turcotte. It was too strong for her. Abby Lerman again. Lerman feeding Davis Macias. Davis Macias has and Tim Barima right there with her. A little confusion in the area. Space now for Lerman, right in the edge of the box. And Tim Barima just blasts that away, and Central Maine will concede the corner again. This is number 7. Lexi Wallingford taking the corner on this near side. It was Ahumada playing on the right side.
We got a sub, Nancy. Where's Nancy? Nancy's got a sub. Yo, Brenda, we got a sub.
No problem there for Turcotte. Danger still in the area, though. Just outside the 18, a shot off the bar from Ahumada. That was close to breaking the deadlock. Now Central Maine looking to counter. Natalie Tracy. Tracy on that left flank. Tracy with that blazing speed. He was dispossessed, strong defensive play. It was Sam Fortin who stopped her. Shot blocked again. Some time now for Lake and Hink. Hink set up a goal already. Her shots right at the keeper, Emily Rock. Emma Burr. Ahumada. That'll roll in on goal, and Simpson will pick it up. Pelletier, number 18, using her height to out-jump Natalie Tracy. Amello's got a step, had to settle. Body's tumbling in the area, and it's covered up by Simpson. Amello helped to her feet. Dillman helped her right up after that collision. Tracy bumping with Lexi Wallingford. Wallingford right there with her. Tracy shook her off, though. Now she's got room in that right wing, Tracy into the area, won't get far, though, as it's cleared immediately by the Thomas defense. Ahumada's played a great second half. Lerman watching. Davis Macias trying the 1-2, back to Lerman again. Lerman forced outside. Turcotte right there. Strong defense. Ahumada again. Ahumada into the area. It rolls, and Simpson out. And the shot just wide. Here's Lerman to pick it up in the area again. Great pressure from the Terriers. Lerman switching to the left foot. Maddie Turcotte won't give her space. And Tim Barima over to help. It's Ahumada. Right by the goalie box. Now played out past the 18. And a much needed clear for the Mustangs. They'll try to counter here, but the Terriers do have defenders back. Little space for Kate Bluen, though, if she can run onto this. She was just beaten to it. Tremendous defensive hustle that time by Lexi Wallingford. And she scratched that. That was Jillian Pelletier. Pelletier made the defensive play, 18, not 16. Lerman. That'll roll out for a goal kick, and some subs will come in. Katie McIntyre back in for Thomas. Emily Dillman, who was shaken up in the first half, she'll re-enter. And Aspen Stevens checking in as well for Central Maine. Emma Burr's goal is the only one here in the second half. Came in the 53rd minute, tying things up 2-2.
You see that next game, if we're able to bring it to you, we'll make a decision probably plenty early tomorrow morning, and we'll let everybody know right on the Central Maine Athletics Facebook page.
Yeah, weather forecast has been wrong before. Maybe we'll luck out. He says unoptimistically.
Yeah.
We'll see. Amina Davis-Macias again. A solo job. Oh, just wide. And she had very little room there trying to shoot between a couple of defenders and still came very close to breaking the deadlock.
Yeah, sniping extraordinaire right there. We've seen it all night from her.
She hasn't scored yet. Her name's not on the score sheet, but she has been very effective up front.
She's had the most opportunities of anybody on either team.
She has. You wonder about the legs of these Terriers or these Mustangs, rather, who played last night. She mentioned that point. A very energetic 5-5 draw with Maine Maritime. Davis-Macias, a shot. I think the keeper, Simpson, just got the fingertips to it. She did.
Simpson
it's a corner.
Did.
Enough.
I think that may have been labeled, Rob.
Looked like if Ava Simpson didn't get a touch, that was a goal. And now a corner for Thomas. They're 5th here in the second half. They're 8th overall. It's Serena Ahumada, the first year from Menifee, California, who will take it. Bouncing in the area again. Look out. It is cleared outside the area, but danger still lurking. It's all Terriers here in the second half when it comes to possession.
Rob, here's that last opportunity. We'll take a look at it here quickly as we got a second. We got some subs coming in.
Sarah Labby will come in.
Yeah,
Simpson,
what a save that was.
Yep. Oh.
Save of the game right there.
Yep, just a little fingertip, that's it.
Well, it worked out perfectly. Sometimes I set up replays and we never get a chance to get them in because the action's hot and heavy, but we got the break, got the subs, and gave you that beautiful Simpson save.
Norman played that to Davis-Macias again. There's the shot. Well played again by Simpson. I think they're content to give her the shots from outside the area, but not too close to the 18. She can pick the corner from there. Once she gets close, she does draw multiple defenders. Ahumada again. Played into the area, and Ava Simpson's been quite busy since coming in. And a goal kick once again for Central Maine. The 67th minute of the 90. And call that a high kick on a mellow and an indirect free kick for Central Maine. It would have been fine if no other player was around, but she had a Mustang right in front of her. Direct or indirect doesn't much matter when the free kick's from this position. Hard to imagine one rolling in untouched from here. Labby. Oh, another great trap, that time by Lerman to steal it. It's taken right back. Ahumada. Looking for space on the left side. That's defended well. Turcotte's over there. Turcotte trying to keep Lerman at bay. Emily Dillman surrounded by Terriers. And Dillman miskicked that one. It's a it's a throw-in, for Thomas. Lexi Wallingford. Lerman. Ahumada. Ahumada trying to set something up here. Keeping it herself now. Davis Macias. Switching to the left foot. 2 defenders in her way. Played to the 18. Broken up and cleared. It's been a bend but don't break defense the last 15 minutes for Central Maine. Natalie Tracy just tried to keep that in. That's the one they want to get the ball to. It's been very hard to do. And Laurel Fribley in now for Lexi Wallingford. Emily Wallingford in now too. Emma Burr will check out. Burr scored the equalizing goal here in the second half. Headed high off the kick. Ahumada. Mello might get to this first. She will, but she'll be able to keep it in play, just barely, but yes. Played back into the area. Back to Mello again. Onyx Mello outside. Valentine played well defensively. Another clear, and this time the Mustangs keep possession. And with counterattack coming. Labby joining the rush. They'll try to play that through, but the flag is up and Tracy's offside and knows it. The defense just put the brakes on and let Tracy keep going. And a free kick now for Thomas. And they realized Labby was shooting down that right flank. There was space for her. Turcotte, great battle with Lerman. Turcotte shielding her off, but Lerman's very tenacious. Here she is again. Played toward Amello. Amello's got Valentine marking her again. Ahumada was making the run to the edge of the area. Lerman again. And a shot palmed away, taken by Emily Wallingford. Another corner for Thomas. It's their 9th. And winning the battle in corners 9-1. Certainly winning the possession battle here in the second half. Allison Southwick, the rookie from Freiburg again. She'll take Amello's spot. Onyx Amello, the Brunswick native, very effective here in the second half especially. So Royce knocked that away with a body. Ahumada has plenty of time. Delivery into the area, headed just high. And they gave Ahumada way too much time, and Abby Lerman, who's already got one, got the head on that. I think the point you made earlier, Rob Munzing, about fatigue is coming back to actuality here. It's hard to play back-to-back games. 2 games in 2 days.
Yeah, with just the 2 days of preseason, but the thing I always look for as a coach is you come out better because of it. That's the key.
Tracy, see what she can do here. Defense has not had much work for Thomas in the second half. They've got some now. Into the area, here's an opportunity. And it's just wide. May have been touched by Emily Rock. I think she got a hand on that. It's a corner. But the first chance for the Mustangs here in the second half was a good one.
Yeah, set up by Tracy again, coming up that right side. You saw her set it up, and the rock came over nicely. She read that perfectly.
She did.
Came over to that near post to us and blocked it off and knocked it out. But a corner coming up, only the second, Rob?
It is the second. Tracy to take. Tracy's setting up. 5 in the area. Turcotte coming to join as well. Bouncing in the area. Played back out. There's Tracy to dispossess. That's a goal kick.
So good defense there by Thomas on that goal kick.
Taylor Krawiecki back in the game. Number 27 for Thomas. She'll come in. And she'll replace Amber Fortin. Labby. There's Lerman, who came to take it. Labby had no idea she was advancing. So roll out over here. Terrier. Last touch by the Terriers. A Mustang throw-in. It's the captain, Maddie Turcotte, will take it.
You're seeing exactly what Maddie sees as we're right behind her.
Emily Dillman, bouncing ball, played ahead. Wanted to find Lake and Hink. Dillman will get another chance at this. Sarah Labby. Her pass cut out. Tracy. Very well defended by Pelletier. Up comes Turcotte to take the throw as we're about to enter the 76th minute.
Well, a 5-5 tie last night for the Mustangs. Will they have another tie here? We won't play overtime, folks.
The NCAA does not play overtime even in regulation games, we found out last year. They just call it a draw. Of course, that's different in the postseason. Emily Wallingford. Wallingford trying the through ball. There's no one there to go through to, unfortunately for her. And that rolls down to Simpson.
And I doubt that Coach Rodriguez would want to play overtime here tonight after back-to-back games. And,
no way.
Sometimes, as you mentioned there, sometimes they'll go to penalty kicks just to practice it in a friendly. But I don't think we'll see anything other than the final 14-27 of this one.
I have a feeling you're right. On the edge of the area now, Wallingford in. Here's an opportunity. The shot saved. Great save by Simpson. The rebound put wide. Oh, she robbed Abby Lerman. And this game stays 2 apiece. We have an injury.
That'll give us time to look at this flurry of activity, Rob. Simpson's kept this game tied, hasn't she, Rob? She's really played well here in the second half. Going to take a look at it right here. Flurry in front of the goal.
And look how open Lerman is. Just had to settle the ball. A little fingertip on that. I think that's where the injury may have happened right there. Yeah. Madison Drew. I think got kicked incidentally in the when making that defensive play.
Yeah.
It's Drew who's down, the sophomore from Wales, Maine. One of the many former Oak Hill Raiders on this team.
Yeah, quite a connection. Just down the road a little bit here. Down on 126th. Oak Hill Raiders.
Maya Soroyce, I think, played for Oak Hill.
Here's our next game. Weather permitting. Hopefully that will work itself out. And we'll have bonus coverage for you Mustang fans as the regular season starts to unfold on September 6th. Rob Kennedy and Andy Munzing and I will be up for the first game of UMA's soccer reestablishment. They had a program for many years. Just did away with it about 10 years ago, I think, Rob, and they're going to come back into the YSCC, and that's great for the league. Gives another quality program that teams can play. And
I think especially Southern and Central Maine are very happy to see another Maine club in the mix in the YSCC.
Absolutely, and they're going to build that program back up. Chris Hart, the athletic director, is very pleased to be able to bring that. They're going to play over at the Cara Fields, So if you're a Mustang fan, you're thinking of traveling over to see that game, it'll be at the CARA Complex, Capital Area Recreation Association, CARA with a C, and that's located on the Piggery Road, and it's basically if you go opposite the former State Hospital in Augusta State Hospital, that's where that will be. It's on the east side of Augusta on Route 9.
The baseball complex for Augusta as well.
It's a beautiful, beautiful set of athletic fields in there that CARA has put together in the last 50 years or so.
Good news is that Madison Drew walking off in her own power.
So that's bonus coverage. That'll be a UMA game for us. So we'll be calling it a moose call, and we always slant the coverage a little bit towards the teams that we do. But that works out in basketball as well when we do the games up at the Augusta Civic Center. The Mustang fans get a little added bonus, as do the UMA fans, because when UMA plays down here, we'll have that game. So they're going to play they're going to play a full schedule, so that's really, really exciting news.
Back to live action. Alexia Shalou came in, and she took Drew's spot. So I'm going to break the deadlock here. We'll see. Tracy working outside, pinballed off a defender. That was Maya Edgecombe. Edgecombe still right there with her. Took it away momentarily. Back to Tracy again.
It's hard for us, Rob, when that ball goes here. We think it's gone out, but it stays inside the line.
Tracy trying to pound that into the area. It was defended nicely by the Terriers. Now it's Lerman again. Oh, almost a tremendous ball and a great step up by R.B. Dillman to prevent a scoring opportunity. As there was a Terrier all set to break in. That was Emily Wallingford. Dillman saved what would likely have been a breakaway in on goal. Davis Macias played that away. Wallingford tackle, but it came right to Davis Macias again. And again, Audrey Dillman, took that off her foot. But here's Abby Lerman. Lerman into the area. Lerman shooting. Tight angle and a save made by the keeper, Ava Simpson.
Yeah, Simpson did a good job on that one. That one goes through to the cage, and, you've got somebody coming screaming down to that far post.
Terriers have certainly had their chances to break the deadlock here in the second half. They've had the bulk of the possession. They were down 2-1 going into the second half. Emma Burr scored to tie things up.
And Burr's getting ready to go back in.
Yeah, there she is right
She's
there.
A speedster as well. She's made a difference offensively. It's funny when she was waiting to go in there, the baseball players who were here were razzing her a little bit and all that. And she just, I saw her look, and she just kind of smirked a little bit, and she nodded her head, and I'm thinking that what she's thinking is, I'll show them. and she got the equalizer, so that's awesome. That's the best way for an athlete to answer anybody that's giving them the razz. Just go in and perform.
She took Abby Lerman's spot. She got a great ovation from the bench. She has played a tremendous game, Lerman has. Now another opportunity, and again, tremendous goalkeeping from Simpson. Alertly came out, and had to as well, because Davis Macias was right there, looking for a scoring chance.
Well, Simpson's making a bid for the Edge Nutrition Player of the Game with her second half work, Rob.
She has been great. Emily Wallingford. Wallingford, a great move into the area. And again, Audrey Dillman, sensing danger, comes over to blow up the offensive attack. Fribley plays that out into touch. A throw in this time for Central Maine.
Hey, where are you kicking it, three? It's the wrong way.
See Coach Rob Rodriguez in our picture there doing some coaching. Does a tremendous job relating to these athletes and does all the little things, Rob, that you like to see. He's really aware of what our job is here and feeds us pregame stats and things of that sort and a write-up about what's going on and always makes his kids accessible. And, we get here and he's got an assistant coach. It was Cody today that helped us out unloading the equipment, all the little things. I appreciate that. Coaches, as I said, are among my favorite people.
Here's Macias again. In possession with some space. Mina Davis Macias has been threatening all night. They've kept her off the score sheet till now. She got the shot away, and again, had to do it in a crowd of Mustangs. That time, Madison Valentine, number 19, the rookie, came over to make that shot much more difficult. 80 minutes gone into the last 10, and a 2-2 deadlock. Krawiecki. Emily Wallingford. Trying to find Davis Macias, and that's behind her. Maya Edgecombe.
Yo, Brenda, the dynamic duo is coming in. Lance, we got a sub. Don't be afraid to move. Let me get a Firehouse sub. Got some bodies out there while you're at it. Let me get a sub.
Plenty of time now for Maddie Turcotte.
Let me get a subway. Yeah, here's a sub.
This will roll out. The throw in this time going Thomas's way.
Subs. Firehouse subs. Submarine. Substitute. Time to fly around. Subs.
Dribbling on the throw. And sub now for Central Maine as they have the throw. Chloe Dean in, Kate Bluen back in the contest.
Yeah, Coach wants to get some fresh legs in here.
Amber Fortin coming back in for Thomas.
Well, there's been a lot of opportunities for kids to play in the last 2 nights, and that's part of why you schedule these games.
Just about everyone on the roster has gotten in at some point. He's used everybody, but it's close. Sarah Labby played that back. Turcotte met immediately by Emily Wallingford. Oh, great turn by Audrey Dillman. It's given right away to Southwick, though. Emma Burr. Looking for Southwick, cleared away.
Yeah, with Dillman there, that was a great read and great footwork on the execution to dispossess.
Kate Bluen. Had no one to pass to, just try to kick that ahead. And it's a throw in now for Thomas with about 8 minutes to go. No, it was last touched by the Terriers. Mustangs get the throw this time.
You want a chance to establish some offensive field position here if they can get set up.
Spent very little time in the front third here in the second half. Had plenty of control possession at times in the first half. That has not been the case here in the second. So Royce. She was taken down, a free kick. Not many fouls called in this contest. Either way, expected with Thomas, of course, as they last year won a sportsmanship award, the U.S. Coaches Team Ethics and Sportsmanship Award, the Platinum Award, as they picked up absolutely no cards all season long.
That's amazing. What a credit to them.
Can be a chance now. Kate Bluen. Bluen. Trying to play wide to Labby, and she runs out of space, a goal kick. She needed about 3 more feet, Sarah Labby, to play that ball. We have a tie-breaking goal here in the next 6:53.
You almost think if the way the game's gone, Rob, a goal is going to hold as the winner.
At this point, I would think so. Late into the area. Lakin Hinks the closest to it. Now it's Labby again. Labby trying to volley that. It spun off her ankle a bit. Labby heads it down. No one in white in the other end, and the Terriers can clear it away. Turcotte wanted to head that, realized she had company with Emily Wallingford, and kicks it over here.
Turcotte realized that she's not 5'11".
She's not.
She's kidding this. She said she went up to do it and said, "Oh my God, it's going over my head." She's a little fire plug out there.
That expression in sports that you play bigger, she certainly does. Distance shot. Ahumada just trying to put it on frame and wish for the best. And Simpson again, reliable. Simpson beaten once here in the second half by a seeing eye shot by Emma Burr.
But she's kept this tied, Rob, with a couple of
great
key saves.
She's been great. And a shot by Burr, really, you wouldn't expect to go in at all. It was through a crowd of players and just snuck inside the far post. Emily Dillman, who was shaken up in the first half, comes up gingerly here in the second. She'll stay in, though, at least for now. Shows no sign of wanting a sub, that's for sure. Terriers back on the attack. No one on the other end of that pass. Ahumada pops it high. Burr. Serena Ahumada trying to find some space for herself under pressure from Audrey Dillman. Now an opportunity here for the Terriers. Davis Macias. Oh, another shot perilously close to breaking this deadlock.
Well, it's not like the Mustangs don't know what she's capable of doing. They're running at her with 2 or 3 people, but she still manages with her footwork and quickness and quick release off her foot.
No, you're right. They're closing her down right away, but she still finds an opportunity. And if they hadn't closed her down right away, she'd have a couple of goals in this game, no question. There she is again. Davis Macias played that out wide to Burr. And again, it's Audrey Dillman who came over. But it's a corner once again for Thomas. Their 10th. Serena Ahumada. She's been taking those corners to the right side, and there she is again.
Mustangs have defended corners pretty well. The scoring opportunities haven't been off the corners.
It won't be again. They clear that out easily. You're right. They've been very good in set pieces, defending them. Gave up a goal on a set piece last night. And of course, it was a tremendous shot that did it off the underside of the bar from about 25 yards. Emily Wallingford. Davis Macias. No on the other end of that pass that time. Edgecombe. Maya Edgecombe again. Hank was closing down. Now played down the touchline. Dillman just gets it away. A throw in for Thomas with just over 3 minutes to go. Kept in just barely by Emily Dillman. Another throw once again. Amber Fortin. All the way across the face of goal, trying to connect with Emily Wallingford, who runs it down. Just try to keep it in play. It results in an offside is a call, actually. It's going to be a throw-in, but offside is called, so it's a free kick for the Mustangs instead. Didn't see the flag up on the far side, but it was. I think the Mustangs will be happy with a 2-2 tie if they can see out the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Well, certainly with the way they played with their backs against the wall for a lot of this second half.
Really kept their finger in the dam, save for that one goal by Emma Burr. Played over on that far touchline. Mustangs trying to mount an attack now. Kate Lewin. Lewin looking for Tracy. Tracy has a step. Tracy still with it. The shot and a goal. It got through the keeper rock, and out of nowhere, Natalie Tracy has put the Mustangs in front. Her second goal of the game and 4th in the last couple of nights.
We're going to start calling her Golden Foot.
He just had the opportunity, put it on frame. Good velocity on the shot.
Here it is, Rob.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
And it's a great solo job here as she worked to get her space. Great velocity. Yeah, just a little bit high off the fingers of Emily Rock. So 90 seconds now for the Terriers to try to find an equalizer. Unlucky for them as they've controlled this second half with chances and possession, but they find themselves down a goal. Davis Macias could tie things up fast. And she was defended well by Turcotte. 70 ticks of the clock to go.
Well, that came from nowhere, didn't it, Rob?
Completely against the run of play. The British call that a smash and grab win if it holds. One where basically you're outplayed for the bulk of the game, but you managed to find the goals.
I've got a theory on that shot, Rob, and I want to, when we look at it again, here's what I think happened. You mentioned the good velocity on that shot. I've just noticed the ball just came over here. It is really slick. The ball's wet, and I think that contributed to Rock not being able to grab that ball. I think the wetness of the ball made it go right through her fingertips.
A combination of things. It was a rising shot. It was good velocity. It was up over the head of Emily Rock, and I think you might be right about the ball being slightly wet. You can see that from here, yes. It's going to result in a Central Maine win here in this friendly. Just 10 seconds to go, and really no chance for the Terriers now to bring it back up for a scoring opportunity.
Well, they really worked hard to get the ball to Tracy, and she was the one that you wanted to see with the ball.
If anyone was going to win the game for the Mustangs, you would have bet on Natalie Tracy, and with her second goal of the game, she gives Central Maine a 3-2 win, a hard-fought win on back-to-back nights for the Mustangs as they defeat the Terriers.
Well, why don't we take a break, Rob? We'll come back. We'll name Edge Nutrition player of the game. Try to get that player on for an interview. Maybe we'll talk to Coach Rob if he's available as well. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back after this.
Helping people is kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary dental in the heart. The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting. Deep breath.
CMCC is the best place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
You have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
We're here live with Ava Simpson. Ava, what a second half you had. When the game was on the line, you kept it 2-2, gave Natalie a chance to get her a goal. Take us through that second half. You made that one diving save there and one tip save. Tell us about the second half that you played.
You always got to make sure you're doing it right. You always got to make sure the ball's not going to go in the back of the net. And, I just go out there and I do what I can. I love this team, so it's motivation for me for sure. For sure.
Well, your defense played well, particularly on the corners. They out-cornered you about 11-1, and as Rob Kennedy said, on the set plays, the corners, good defense, cleared it out very quickly, but they had a lot of opportunities tonight, and you were left and right and up and down and all of that, and it's got to feel pretty good for you.
For sure. I love doing this, and I'm so very grateful for this opportunity to be here, play on this team, and be on the field today.
Well, it's been a lot of soccer in 2 days, and your kid's gonna get a chance to take a deep breath and break this game down. That was a good opponent you played tonight in a good conference, so it's got to be good confidence here for you, even if this had turned into a 2-2 tie. Exactly. But getting the win's got to be great.
Yep. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ava, and certainly a great game here. Let's turn it back. Andrew will go over, give a view of some of the celebration, and we'll come back with Rob Kennedy for the final review of this one. A great 3-2 win for the Mustangs. Thanks, Ava.
Thank you.
Ava Simpson played the goal in the second half and played tremendously. Beaten just once. It wasn't that, though. The saves she made were outstanding with the game on the line, 2-2, and that helped set up Natalie Tracy's heroics. Let's run down the scoring in this contest. Thomas opened things up in the 18th minute. Abby Lerman scoring to open things up 1-0. That lead lasted just a couple of minutes. Going to show these, Rob Munzing?
Yeah, we can show these,
Sure.
Rob. Why don't
Want
we
to?
go
Yeah.
back?
So you working your magic over on the production and
Back in
see
the
the
command
goals
module
again?
here. Yeah, we'll take a look at all the goals.
Yeah, Abby Lerman's is the first one in the 18th minute. And Lerman's just going to find some space here, too. It's going to be a great pass from Ahumada. She was looking for Davis Macias on this, but it came all the way through to Lerman, and Lerman played a great game, the rookie. Nice left-footed shots. Keeper at the time, Emma Knowles, nothing she could do about that. 1-0 at the time, but Natalie Tracy's ties things up just 2 minutes later as she has had the nose for the goal here in the early going in these scrimmages. And Tracy will get the goal here. That's the Thomas goal again. You see this come through to Abby Lerman. I'll switch this over to the Tracy goal in just a moment. Here's Tracy's. And again, she just uses her speed, forcing the error. And once she's by the defense, you kind of had the idea the game was going to be tied, and yet you'll see it right here. That rising shot just under the crossbar over the keeper. It was Emily Ireland at the time, tied things up 1-1. Central Maine had the lead at the half. Maya Soroyce scoring again. She had a goal last night, popped one in tonight as well. And here's Soroyce's goal. You watch the opportunity here. Just a quick opportunistic shot bouncing in inside the post. 2-1 at the half. But a rookie who played a really good game. There were several rookies in this Thomas team. Lerman got a goal and Emma Burr. Not probably how she drew it up, but again, opportunity is going to knock for her. And when you have the opportunity to take the shot and put it on frame, you do it. Tough shot, too, a bouncer. She didn't get a ton of it, but just watch the accuracy on that. You couldn't have scored a goal anywhere else because Simpson had everything else covered, but it bounced by her into the back of the net. That tied things up 2-2, and it seemed like the Terriers were much more likely to make the breakthrough and get the game-winning goal, but it turned out the other way. With a minute to go, Natalie Tracy scoring her second goal of the game, second straight night with 2 goals. And she will use the velocity, the accuracy, power on this goal, and of course the setup too. She does it all by herself. There's the shot. It was a riser, just over the head of the keeper, a little bit of a wet ball, and that's going to do it. 3-2 the final score here tonight with Central Maine getting the victory over the Thomas Terriers. So that'll do it for our broadcast. I want to thank everybody involved. Andrew Severson was doing our camera tonight. Joe Nelson was over next to us doing the clock tonight. And Rob Munzing, of course, all our production and color commentary. Thanks for that. My name is Rob Kennedy saying so long from Auburn. 3-2 the final score. Central Maine with a win over Thomas in women's soccer on Munzing Media.